Milkshake. Milkshake walked into Druski's Season 2 house with the confidence of someone who clearly believed the show had been created specifically for her. Her real name is Rita, but by the time viewers finished the first episode, nobody cared about that because Milkshake was already cemented as the loudest personality in the building. She treated every moment like the cameras owed her attention, which is pretty reminiscent of last season's winner, Bambi. Conversations turned into performances. Arguments turned into Broadway-level monologues. If someone rolled their eyes at her across the room, Milkshake was already halfway across the house, ready to demand an explanation like she was hosting her own reunion special. Her strategy with Druski was simple. Flirt hard, talk louder than everyone else, and make sure the house never forgot she existed. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it backfired spectacularly. Several contestants openly complained that Milkshake dominated every room she entered, which only made her lean into the chaos even harder. Viewers online quickly turned her dramatic reactions into memes because every facial expression looked like she had just discovered the world's most shocking betrayal. Whether she was arguing, flirting, or simply reacting to someone else's drama, Milkshake radiated the energy of someone who fully understood reality television is not about being calm. It is about being unforgettable.
Strap entered the competition with the kind of intimidating confidence that made several contestants immediately start whispering the moment she walked through the door. Her real name is Chanel, but inside the house the nickname Strap stuck instantly because of the way she carried herself, like the unofficial enforcer of the cast. Strap did not walk into rooms quietly. Never quietly, and always rambling on, which created a disdain for her from the other castmates. She arrived like she was about to interrogate everyone already sitting there. Conversations with Strap rarely stayed polite for long because she had zero patience for what she considered fake behavior. If she suspected someone of playing games with Druski's attention, she confronted them immediately and loudly. Other contestants quickly realized that arguing with Strap meant committing to a full verbal showdown because she refused to back down from any confrontation. She flirted with Druski confidently, but also made it clear she was not going to compete quietly in the background while others tried to steal the spotlight. Fans watching online were divided. Some viewers loved the fearless personality and praised her for saying what everyone else was too scared to say. Others insisted she turned every discussion into a battlefield. Regardless of which side people took, Strap guaranteed that whenever she stepped into a scene, something dramatic was about to happen. Vintage arrived in the house with an aura that initially made her look like the calm, stylish contestant who might stay above the drama. Her real name is Whitney, and the nickname Vintage reflected the elegant way she carried herself compared to some of the louder personalities around her. Being 46 years old, age wasn't a factor to her. That calm reputation lasted approximately 5 minutes. Vintage turned out to be one of the most skilled, quiet instigators the house had ever seen. She rarely raised her voice, but she had an incredible talent for dropping one perfectly timed comment that sent everyone else into a meltdown. Someone would be halfway through explaining their side of an argument, and Vintage would casually say something like, "That's not what you said yesterday," which immediately ignited chaos across the room. Other contestants started realizing she enjoyed watching situations unfold after she nudged them slightly in the wrong direction. Druski seemed amused by her because conversations with Vintage always contained a subtle layer of playful mischief. Viewers quickly labeled her the classy troublemaker of the season. She never looked like she was causing problems, but somehow every dramatic situation seemed to involve something Vintage said earlier. Let me touch him.
Let Me Touch Him entered the show with a nickname so ridiculous that it instantly guaranteed she would become a memorable presence. Her real name is Ajarian, but she leaned into the nickname like it was a personal brand. If there was a moment to flirt with Druski, she took it. If there was an opportunity to make a bold comment about how attractive she found him, she grabbed that moment like it was a golden ticket. Her approach to the competition was simple and unapologetic. Attention equals success. Several contestants rolled their eyes constantly because Let Me Touch Him made every group conversation feel like a flirtation competition. She joked loudly, teased Druski openly, and treated every interaction like the cameras were capturing her audition for reality TV greatness. Some contestants accused her of acting extra for the audience, which of course only encouraged her to exaggerate her personality even more.
Druski seemed entertained by the boldness because it created hilarious moments whenever the two interacted. Viewers online loved quoting her most ridiculous comments because she delivered them with complete seriousness, as if flirting aggressively on camera was the most natural behavior in the world. Mr. Man. Mr. Man brought a completely different kind of energy into the house. While several contestants treated the competition like a chaotic flirting festival, Mr. Man approached the experience like she was conducting a social experiment. Her real name is Centuria, and the nickname Mr. Man reflected the tough, analytical personality she displayed during conversations. She watched people closely, asked direct questions, and seemed suspicious of anyone whose behavior looked slightly calculated. That habit quickly turned her into the unofficial detective of the house. If someone started spreading rumors or quietly stirring drama, Mr. Man usually noticed before anyone else did. She confronted people directly and demanded explanations that often exposed new layers of conflict between contestants. Of course, constantly pointing out other people's questionable behavior eventually dragged her directly into the drama she was analyzing. Several contestants accused her of stirring tension rather than solving it. Mr. Man insisted she was simply telling the truth. Druski appeared intrigued by her honesty because she spoke to him without the exaggerated flirtation many other contestants relied on. She treated him like a person rather than a prize, which created some surprisingly genuine conversations amid the chaos. Pit Bully. Pit Bully walked into the house with the personality of someone who believed arguments were simply conversations that required stronger volume and better logic. Her real name is Charisma, and the nickname Pit Bully quickly made sense because she approached debates with relentless intensity. When disagreements started, Pit Bully locked into the discussion like she had just entered a championship debate tournament. She broke down every sentence someone said, challenged their reasoning, and refused to drop the conversation until she felt the issue had been fully addressed. Other contestants quickly realized that arguing with Pit Bully meant committing to a very long conversation because she never surrendered a point easily. Some housemates respected the determination, while others became exhausted trying to keep up with her energy. Druski seemed amused watching her confront people because she argued with the seriousness of someone defending a legal case rather than discussing house drama. Fans online joked that Pit Bully treated every disagreement like a courtroom cross-examination. Earth. Earth entered the house with a personality that looked completely out of place among the louder contestants surrounding her. Her real name is Grace, and the nickname Earth reflected the calm, spiritual vibe she carried into the environment. While arguments exploded across the living room and contestants shouted over each other in the kitchen, Earth often responded with slow, thoughtful comments that sounded like advice from a meditation retreat. She believed in positive energy, balanced conversations, and trying to understand everyone's feelings before jumping into conclusions. Unfortunately for Earth, the house she walked into was basically the opposite of peaceful enlightenment. Several times she attempted to calm heated arguments, only to realize nobody in the room had any interest in calming down. Those moments created some unintentionally hilarious scenes because Earth would be speaking gently about harmony while three contestants shouted over her about completely different problems. Druski seemed fascinated by the contrast between her peaceful personality and the chaotic environment. Viewers loved watching her reactions because she often looked like someone who accidentally wandered into the wrong television show but decided to stay and observe the madness. Snowflake. Snowflake quickly became one of the most emotionally expressive contestants of the season. Her real name is Lakin, and the nickname Snowflake emerged partly because of how apparent her white girl persona is. Snowflake did not hide her feelings. She even got into a physical altercation with the twins, Chips and Salsa. If something bothered her, she addressed it immediately, sometimes with visible frustration, and sometimes with emotional vulnerability. That openness divided the house. Some contestants sympathized with her honesty, while others claimed she reacted too strongly to small disagreements. Reality television environments are designed to amplify emotions, and Snowflake's willingness to express every reaction made her a constant presence in the drama. When conversations with Druski happened, she often appeared more sincere than strategic, focusing on genuine connection rather than manipulating the situation. Fans online related to her because she represented the experience of being emotionally overwhelmed in a house filled with loud personalities and constant tension. No English. No English brought a playful comedic energy into the house that balanced out some of the heavier confrontations happening between contestants. Her real name is Shay, and the nickname No English became part of her identity because she joked about communication misunderstandings in exaggerated ways. Shay rarely rushed into arguments directly. Instead, she stood nearby, observing everything with the expression of someone watching a reality show inside the reality show. When tensions escalated, she delivered sarcastic commentary that quietly roasted everyone involved in the situation. Her humor made her scenes incredibly entertaining because she reacted to drama the same way many viewers watching at home reacted, with disbelief and jokes. Druski seemed to appreciate her comedic timing because conversations with Shay often turned into playful exchanges rather than tense confrontations. She understood how ridiculous the house environment was, and she leaned into that absurdity perfectly. Me Likey. Me Likey entered the competition with a personality built around playful flirtation and unapologetic confidence. Her real name is Riley, but the nickname Me Likey captured the teasing way she interacted with Druski from the moment they met. She treated conversations like a constant game of exaggerated compliments and sarcastic charm. Other contestants sometimes viewed that behavior as attention-seeking because she flirted openly even during group discussions where everyone was trying to impress Druski simultaneously. Me Likey did not seem concerned about those opinions. She leaned into her personality fully, joking about the competition while still making it clear she enjoyed the attention. That carefree confidence irritated some housemates, but entertained viewers who appreciated contestants willing to embrace the ridiculousness of the situation. Whether she was teasing Druski, laughing at arguments, or making sarcastic comments about the competition itself, Me Likey ensured her presence in the house never felt boring. She imparted her presence amongst the other castmates that she's here for Druski, and she's not going anywhere no time soon.